Spamcan sits back. Diesel 199, or Spamcan as he's better known, is the other railway's main goods engine. He is long and blue, and some would say he looks a lot like old Stuck-Up. However, Spamcan hates him, and hates the comparison. He even refuses to let the workmen clean or shave him, just so he won't look as much like him. Anyway, one day, Spamcan was coming back from the works. Some troublesome trucks had tricked him, and the goods engine had driven himself into the muesli factory. Now he was as good as new, but he was still angry about the trucks. "I'd rather not use them bloody things," he grumbled to himself. But the trucks sang songs, rude and loud. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, he's a big engine, silly little truck song shouldn't bother him. But believe me when I say, an other railway truck has a mouth like a drunken sailor. They were led by Scrappy, a rickety old ironworks truck.
199's a fucking twat, thinks he's fucking clever, think that he can fuck with us, that's the best shit ever. When the cocklord's over us, like that fucking Blair man, we just make him fucking crash. Bang goes old Spamcan.
The other engines were shocked, mainly because the fuel depot got contaminated again the day before, and they all had terrible hangovers. "Be quiet," they ordered. But they couldn't be everywhere, and everywhere they weren't, the trucks began again. At last, the engines gave up. "We'll just have to live with it," they groaned. "Thanks a lot, Spamcan." "It wasn't my fault," protested Spamcan. "They said there was a steam engine in there. You would have done the same." But the other engines just ignored him. One member of the railway, however, did feel sorry for Spamcan. The brake father was once a goods diesel, until his driver thought having a smoke in the oil refinery would be completely harmless. Most of him was salvaged, though, and now he spends his days as a brake van, acting as a conduit between the diesels and the trucks. One morning, he spoke to Diesel. The shunter hadn't slept all night because of the trucks singing, and was bashing his wagons about something awful.
"I am worried, Mr. Diesel," mumbled the brake father. This respect for engines. Where is it going to end?"
"About 10:30, said Diesel sleepily.
"I have a plan, Mr. Diesel. May I stay here today and help Mr. Spamcan? I believe I owe him a favor after that, unsavory incident with the prune train. And get yourself some caffeinated oil while you're at it. Tell the workmen I sent you."
That's nice," yawned Diesel, and switched track to take him to Spamcan. Soon, the brake father was explaining his plan to the two engines. "Good God!" exclaimed Diesel, caffeine now flowing freely through his system. "How in buggery could that help Spamcan?" But Spamcan interrupted. "Now, Diesel, he's right," he said. "I was a stupid bugger. It's really my fault. I've got to put this right." "But his plan makes no sense," protested the shunter. "I mean, do you know anywhere around here that looks like it could sell you a flamethrower? And how could you even operate it? You don't have any hands." "Driver could do it," reasoned Spamcan. Diesel snorted. "Your driver? The man who needs labels on your doors just to get inside? Flamethrower indeed."
All right, said the brake father. "So it is not my finest strategical maneuver. We will simply go with my plan B is all."
"Oh, whatever," grumbled Diesel. "I don't have time for this. I've got coaches to bump. Good day." Yeah, called Spamcan gruffly. But he felt dreadfully nervous inside. Or was it the dodgy fuel again? Spamcan marshalled the worst trucks 2 by 2. The workmen were all up in the signal box watching the football match, so the Diesel wouldn't be disturbed.
"That is the way, Mr. Spamcan," whispered the brake father. "And if you leave that Scrappy until last, he will be behind you. Just do as I say, and your vendetta shall be successful."
At last, all the worst trucks in the yard had been arranged in one long line, with Scrappy leading the way. Spamcan backed down, and his driver coupled them up. but not without briefly getting tangled in the chains himself.
Push him! Push him!
Whispered Scrappy.
Pass it on!
The silly trucks giggled, but Spamcan felt determined. Revenge was burning in his engine, and his wheels gripped splendidly on the gritty rails.
I'm ready, Brakefather,
he said bravely.
It's payback time. That is the spirit,
cheered the Brakefather.
Now, out with the claw.
What?
Do it. Out with the claw. Now.
Again. What?
Do you not still have that oversized grabbing claw?
You bloody idiot, snarled Spamcan. I'm not the one with a ruddy pincher. What the hell were you There was a loud scraping noise. The diesel's brakes had jammed.
Oh, brilliant,
he growled.
See what you made me do, you senile shed on wheels. Oh,
came a voice.
I don't like this.
It was Scrappy. Spamcan was so busy telling off the Brakefather that he didn't notice the truck was being squashed against his rear end.
Stop pushing! Stop pushing!
Wailed Scrappy.
Oh! I'm gonna implode!
And he did. Spectacularly. Then there was trouble. The noise had drowned out the television in the signal box and forced the workmen outside. The thin git was among them.
What in the name of Beeching's buttocks is going on?
He demanded. His eyes clapped on Spamcan and the remains of Scrappy. 2 and 2 came together pretty quickly.
It was his fault, sir,
protested Spamcan and eyed an embarrassed Brakefather. The thin git inspected Scrappy.
As I thought. Rotten wood, rusty frames. The best truck the ironworks could afford.
He brandished an angry finger at Spamcan.
I hope you enjoy working in this yard, you big blue bastard, because you'll be here for a very, very long time.
Nowadays, Spamcan works overtime to recoup the damages he caused. But the trucks are always quick to warn each other.
Take care with Mr. Spamcan. You play tricks on him, and he'll crush you without even moving a wheel.